Hi everyone, this is Wendy with Mission Graduates at John O'Connell High School. Today I am going to be presenting to you on college portals. So what will be covered in this presentation is financial aid packages, so understanding like what your financial aid packages look like and where to find them. How to accept your school. So, how do you register to the school that you have decided to attend? And how to check your to-do list. I cannot emphasize how important it is to check your to-do list every day. It is super, super important. So let's get started. What should your portal even look like? So here I have provided you with two examples of two different platforms of portals. So some will look like the ones that Northridge has, and a lot of them will also look like the one for SF State. And both UCs and CSUs use both platforms. And private schools too might have something even completely different. But basically, your portals have everything, all the information you will need, and this is how your colleges really communicate with you. So it's important that you understand them and you're navigating through them every day. So the first thing is, how do you find your award letter, or what is also known as your financial aid package? So in the San Francisco State portal, as you can see, I have highlighted under the financial aid tab, there is a link that says view your financial aid. So that is to just look at your financial aid. So this is if you're trying to show it and discuss it with your college advisor, or with anyone who has been helping you navigate the college process. And under that, it got a little crossed out, but under that, it says accept or decline your awards. And so that is where you would accept any grant, scholarships, or loans that the school is offering you. Under the other platform, there's also a financial matters, and this should also have something very similar, like view your financial aid or accept your awards. So you would click there, and financial matters is highlighted in the yellow. So here is an example of an award letter. In a award letter, the first thing that they'll show you is grants and scholarships. So that's all the free money that the school is offering you. So that can be Cal Grant, any like Pell Grant, any type of scholarship the school was able to offer you. Keep in mind the scholarships that show up in your award letter are only the scholarships that the school itself is providing you. None of like your external scholarships that you have been awarded, like your Meritus or your Mason scholarships, none of those are going to be included in here. And so after your free money, sometimes work study will show up, but in this example, work study is at the bottom. Again, work study is free money, but it's money that you still have to work for. So this can be a work on campus, like working in your school library or working at any like specific office in your school. And then they'll show you your loans. So in this example, the student has two types of loan offers, so subsidized and unsubsidized. And a lot of the times also for some students, you'll see student plus loans or parent plus loans. So those will also be included under your loan section. So that's your financial aid, and then after that, it'll usually show you their estimated cost of attendance. So again, this is just an estimation. This doesn't mean this is exactly what it's going to cost, because some of the stuff on this list are flexible and can be changed. So some of the things that cannot be changed are tuition and fees. And tuition and fees, that's just what the school has already set up for. But something that can change is your room and housing and your meal plans. So if you're not living on campus, you can take both of those things completely off. Or even like play around with your meal plan. Like maybe you're commuting to school, but you still want to eat lunch at school. So maybe you'll keep a meal plan that's very low because you'll only be eating one meal a day. The housing, on the flip side, if you are living on campus, but maybe the housing plan that they're showing you is only for a single or a double, but in reality, you're going to live with 3 roommates or more. So then that cost can come down. And same thing with your meal plan. You can arrange it in a way that it's specific to you. So if you actually do eat a lot of meals a day, so then maybe you will keep that meal plan. But if maybe you only eat lunch and dinner and have like a breakfast, like you buy your own cereal or you own granola bars or something, then maybe you're not going to invest in a meal plan that pays for breakfast as well. And those types of costs are directable billable costs, which means those are costs that you pay directly to the school. So the school takes it away from either you pay it or it's deducted from your financial aid. The next section is indirect costs. So those are things that you have to buy on your own. So like books and supplies, that can also, and these costs can definitely be flexible, because if you're buying books and supplies from, for example, the bookstore, then it may be more expensive than buying them from sources online like Amazon. Transportation, if you're living on campus, then you're probably walking or biking to school, so then your transportation money will probably be very low. On the other hand, if you are commuting to school, then maybe your transportation money will be or your transportation costs will be a little bit higher because you're either driving and having to pay for gas or you're taking public transportation. And then just other educational costs or just other things that can come up in your education. And everything in your financial word letter will be divided by semesters or your trimesters and the total for the whole year. So in this example, the student is on a semester system. So here is the cost for the fall and the spring, and then this is what it would cost for the whole year, or what they're being awarded for the whole year. And if you're in a trimester, it would say fall, winter, and spring. And so always pay attention to that too. And if you need any help or you don't understand something on your award letter, please feel free to reach out to your college advisor. Whoever is helping you with your college process, please don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help and ask any of your questions to them, because I know this process can be very complicated. And you want to make the best financial decision. If you're a student at John O'Connell High School, I or Jill or Kevin, we are all more than happy to help you. So please feel free to reach out. All right, so how do you accept your college? So once you have decided that this is going to be the school for you, on your portal that looks like SF State, at the bottom, it should say Fall 2020 for those that are going to be first years next in the next following school year. So that would be year of 2020, 2021. And there'll be like, you can't see it very clearly here, but it says view/accept offer. And so that's what you would click. And then it will direct you to this page, which it's a page that says, congratulations, you've been admitted to our school, and it tells you to click here to accept your offer. So you click there where there's that yellow circle, I accept offer, and then it should take you to this page to confirm your decision, and then you do a final submission. Something that is not reflected on this example is your deposit money. So somewhere along this process or right after this process, the school is going to tell you to pay a deposit money. So this is, how they make sure that you're going to go to that school. So there's a lot of ways to navigate this deposit money. Sometimes you can defer it, which means that you can pay it or it can be added to your fees for the fall. Sometimes you can extend it for another month so that they give you more time to come up with the money. Or sometimes there'll be a fee waiver. So sometimes you don't ever need to pay for the deposit money. But all of this is very dependent on your school. So it is very important that if you are struggling because of the financial situation maybe going on at home or anything, please don't be afraid to call your school and ask them if there's a way that you can navigate through your deposit money, because don't let this be a barrier of why you don't accept your school on time. Every school has a deadline for the for SIRing. So usually it's May 1st, but this year, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, some schools have extended their deadline for June 1st. So make sure to communicate with your school and that you're reading carefully when your deadline is for to SIR. And again, if you have any questions or need help contacting your school, please call or reach out to your college advisor so that they can help you do it. And the last part is your to-do list. It is very, very important that you're paying attention to your to-do list at least once a day because things change every day. And if you miss something, then the school can take away your either your financial aid or take away your admissions. So it is important that you're paying attention because remember, when schools gave you an accepted you to their school, it was a conditional acceptance. So this means that they can take away your admissions at any time, because if you don't pass your classes or you don't fulfill the requirements that they ask of you, then they're allowed to take away your admissions. So it's so important that you're paying attention to your to-do list. So in a portal like the one for SF State, there's different sections, and so there's going to be a section that says to-do list. So in this example, this student needs to send in a dependent income verification form, their parents' IRS tax transcript, their student tax transcript, and these are very important forms actually. So if you have any of these, it is important that you're paying attention because this is for financial aid. So they won't distribute your financial aid or give you financial aid until these are completed. This is an example of what it would look like at the other platform. And once you've clicked on the to-do list or a specific thing that you need to submit, it'll take you to a page like this. So in this example, this student still needs to do their housing application, but they already did the other stuff, which was they did their enrollment deposit and their housing payment. It is important that you're paying attention to the to-do dates, because this is what I'm referring to. If you don't submit something by the to-do date, then that's when the school may be able to take away your admissions or not be able to give you financial aid. And if you have already submitted something and you know you have, it's important that you are keeping track if they have received it and processed it. Because if they haven't, it means that maybe it got lost in the mail, or they haven't, it got lost in their system or something. If it's been, if you sent it like a couple weeks ago and they still haven't received it, I would say definitely call a school or email them and see what happened. Because it might be that you're going to have to send the same documents again. So also when you're doing these documents, always keep a copy, because in case of those things that it may get lost, and it does happen sometimes, in the mail things can get lost. So it's important that you keep a copy. And that is it for my presentation. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to email me. My email is right here, which is wrubio@missiongraduates.org, or just feel free to text me if you have my number, or call me. Again, if you're a student at John O'Connell High School, Kevin, Jill, and I are more than happy to help you. And just reach out to us, because I know this is all overwhelming and can be a lot and challenging. So we are here to help you with any step through this process, or any other questions related to your portals. So thank you so much for listening.